Welcome back to Ray's Garage. I'm Ray Cornelia. So the first thing that needs to go on the 1970 Nova is that steering wheel. That steering wheel has turned to tar basically. Every time I grab the steering wheel, my hands get black. It's sticky. I tried cleaning it with alcohol, water-based products. Nothing really worked. So a little backstory. As some of you may have or know, Jim Enos of Tagent Engineering, he's the one that makes this quill wheel for all types of milling machines. So when I posted my first video, the 1970 Nova introduction, he immediately saw a need for sending me one of his wheels. So a few days later, bam, this shows up in the mail. And Jim goes, "Hey man, that Nova needs a new steering wheel. Why don't you adapt one of my Tagent Engineering Quill Wheels to that car and let me know how it turns out." So anyway, fun backstory. Jim's a great guy, just always willing to help, you know, awesome machinist, helped me out on a few machining projects I had some questions with. But anyway, let's get started in replacing that wheel. But before we do that, real quick, you're gonna need a steering wheel puller. This one I have had since I was 14 years old, I think. I bought it from Royal Automotive in King of Prussia, PA, and I've used the heck out of this thing. This will fit and work on most any steering wheel of the early era, like your GMs and your Fords. Most all, like this hub right here came off of an early Corvette. The two bolt holes are 3/8/16, and the center bolt basically just pushes on the steering shaft, popping the hub off. You can make one of these. You could also buy one for like under 12 bucks. I just got this as a spare. It's a really nice one, inexpensive. I don't know what size your threaded holes are going to be, but I can almost tell you if it's a Nova and it's early, it's going to be 3/8/16. Any GM Buick, that's mainly what size they were. My 71 Chevy pickup was the same size. So anyway, let's get to changing that wheel out. All right. First thing I did was disconnect the battery so the horn wouldn't be going off every time I went to go work on this thing. I noticed for some reason one side's a flat blade and the other side's a Phillips head on this wheel. Don't ask me why. Okay, there's a little locking tit right here. That's what's holding that thing on. Bam, right off. Okay. The nut holding the wheel on, I believe is 7/8. Let me check. Yeah, 7/8. Got to remove that nut. Now pay attention if you have any washers, either here or behind the hub. It doesn't look like I got a washer on this side. And it probably wouldn't hurt to put one so you don't mar up the new hub that has to go on there. All right, the puller. These, in my case, are 3/8/16. For this wheel. Get these in, get it even. Bam, right off. All right, let's get the horn wire out of here without breaking it. And we have it right there. Here's what the back side looks like. This steering shaft is a spline shaft, and its size is 3/4 36 spline, and that's standard GM, any early models. My particular shaft doesn't have any washers behind it. It has the horn. It has the horn spring-loaded wire inside here, where the turn signals and all that. It sits on top of a plate that basically grounds the wire, I believe. So when you push the button, it shorts it and makes the horn go off. Okay, let's get the hub and see how she fits. Here's a tight shot of the steering shaft. Here are all the components of the new steering wheel. We got the wheel, of course, and this is a 6-hole pattern, which is a standard sport wheel pattern. Like your Grant GTs have 5, and there's also a sport wheel that has 9. So this has 6. We have our hub that fits our 3/4 36 spline, and we have enough dish in here to accommodate the horn button, and then we have the beauty ring, and of course the screws for attaching the wheel to the hub and the beauty ring. So let's get this bad boy installed. I don't know if I showed you, but there's an opening for the horn wire right there, and there's the back side. So I'm going to center up that wire right there, and this hub also has a little indicator showing where the top hole is. So right there. The only washer I have interferes with this wire, so I'm not going to put a washer. I'm just going to put the nut back on it again. It may mar the hub a little bit, but it's not going to be coming on and off that often. At least I'm not planning on it. Okay, it's seated on there pretty well. You don't have to go bonkers with it, but it's on there good. Okay, so the way the horn works, you got 2 leads. You got a ground lead, and you got your power lead that goes to this wire. This is also a ground, so we only need 1 wire. This ring will also help ground the wheel. So the horn basically goes in the ring like this, and then it goes behind the wheel. So it's a little bit of a balancing act, but I think we can pull it off. Oh, and you see the taper? The taper goes out because it sits on the inside of the wheel, like that. All right, let's see if we can get this balancing act on the road. Okay, I'm going to plug my wire into this one, and then this goes behind the wheel. And this is the factory wire too. So we're going to line it up, and that little spring right there goes on the inside of the hub. So basically pushes inside the hub, and I just push the horn button out. Good job, Ray. Okay, let's get our wheel ready. Our wheel's going to go on, and then our beauty ring. Let's get a button cap screw ready. Yeah, this is somewhat of the balancing act. This can go in any hole, and then we're going to try to line all these up. Get all these started while everything's still a little loose. Everything will go in just that much easier. Okay, let's hook up the battery and see if our horn works. Sweet. One new steering wheel for the 1970 Nova. I got the factory wheel hung over top of the new wheel just to show you the size difference. The new wheel, I believe, is 14 inches in diameter, and you see the factory wheel is significantly larger all the way around. So there it is, folks. New wheel for the Nova. So until next time, see ya.